forgotten basement, and it called my name. When I first moved into the house, the basement was the last thing on my mind. The realtor had mentioned it briefly, calling it just storage. But the heavy wooden door at the bottom of the hallway always seemed to lurk in my peripheral vision. It was locked tight, the key long lost, or so I thought. For weeks, I avoided it, focusing instead on unpacking boxes and settling into my new life. Then, late one night, I woke to a faint whisper, soft, almost like my name carried on a breath of wind from somewhere below. I told myself it was just the old house settling, but the feeling of being watched refused to leave. The following nights, the whispering grew more persistent, sometimes barely audible, other times almost clear. It wasn't just my name. It was like the basement itself was calling to me, coaxing me closer with a voice that was both familiar and alien. I started to notice small changes around the door, faint scratches on the wood, as if something was trying to get out or in. Sleep became a distant memory, as my dreams filled with dark staircases and shadowy figures waiting just beyond sight. Yet a pull deeper than fear urged me to find the key, to open the door and face whatever was down there. I found the key hidden inside an old book on the dusty shelf upstairs, an unremarkable object that suddenly felt heavy in my hand. As I approached the basement, the air grew colder, thicker, like the house was holding its breath. The lock clicked open with surprising ease, and the door creaked wide, revealing a narrow staircase swallowed by darkness. I hesitated, heart pounding, but the voice whispered again, soft, desperate, and unmistakably mine. Taking a deep breath, I stepped inside, each footstep swallowed by the oppressive quiet. The basement held no furniture, no boxes, only a thick, impenetrable shadow that seemed to pulse with life. As I descended, the whispers transformed into fragmented sentences, half-remembered memories, names I hadn't spoken aloud in years, and a chilling familiarity that I couldn't place. Something was in the basement with me, but it wasn't a ghost or a stranger. It was a part of myself, buried deep and forgotten, calling me home. The shadows shifted, forming vague shapes that seemed to watch, waiting. I reached the bottom step and froze. The temperature dropped, breath turning to mist. For a moment, I thought I saw my own reflection in the blackness, eyes wide, searching, trapped. I wanted to run, but a strange calm settled over me, as if the basement was not a place to fear, but to remember. I turned to leave, but the door slammed shut above me without a sound. The whispers rose into a quiet chorus, a lullaby of forgotten truths and hidden fears. In the suffocating darkness, I realized the basement wasn't just beneath the house, it was beneath me, inside me. Something had waited patiently for me to remember, to acknowledge what I had locked away long ago. As I stood alone, the voice called my name one last time, soft, inviting, and impossibly close. And then, silence. The door creaked open slowly, and I stepped back into the light, forever changed by what I had found in the forgotten basement.